Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone.
Greetings from Castle Goring. Today is a momentous day because it is the 70th anniversary of the accession of our beloved Queen to the throne. She has proven to be the most wonderful monarch, which is why she is now the most revered head of state in the world. There has never been another British monarch who was able to celebrate a platinum jubilee. And we, I think, are extremely lucky because we have a queen who is universally revered as being an absolutely wonderful head of state, the most respected head of state in the world. Of course, this milestone is achieved, I would imagine, where the Queen herself is concerned, with slightly mixed feelings, because it is also 70 years ago today that her father, King George VI, died. However, the Queen is a very spiritually evolved woman, very religious, very sensible, sane, down-to-earth, solid. More than one person has said that she has inherited via her nanny a lot of the sensible Scottish working class attitudes that prevailed at the time. And I think there is an element of truth to that. She also was very fortunate in that she had a wonderful example in her father, King George VI, about what duty is all about. And she has shown us in these 70 years that she is completely dedicated to duty, to the public service of all of the citizens of all of her realms, because she's not only Queen of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, she's Lord of Man, so she's Queen of the Isle of Man, and many, many others. So I think that we can justly say, congratulations, Your Majesty. You have shown us in the last 70 years what it is like to happily go about a job that commits you to it for the rest of your life. How many other 95-year-olds are working and work as hard as she does? Isn't that a thought to consider? You know, she's a very religious woman, and therefore she will understand that even though this is a day of reflection and loss in that she lost her father on this day, it is 70 years ago, and he would inevitably have died, and therefore it's also a day to celebrate. And my understanding is that she will be celebrating, and that it means a very great deal to her that people all over the world hold her in the high regard that they do. Everybody knows she loves dogs. Everybody knows she loves horses. She is a true countrywoman, happiest in the country or doing her duty. She started her reign in the age of austerity. In 1952, Britain was a nation subjected to severe economic restrictions as a result of the price it paid to rid the world of Nazism. Because remember, Britain not only headed up the fight, but fought it alone for several years. She's very down to earth. She is a woman who has seen great trauma, both personally and nationally, in the 70 years that she has sat on the throne. She has had many lows and many very great highs. She has met every politician of significance for the last 70 years. No other head of state or political figure, or indeed human being on earth, has the depth, breadth, and scale of knowledge that she does, personal knowledge, through having met and interacted with not only the greats and the nearly greats, but the not so greats, and those who people deserved to hate. Is that not an astonishing, lengthy accomplishment? You know, when she acceded to the throne, she and Prince Philip had their work cut out for them, because they were intent on modernizing the monarchy and succeeded in doing so over considerable opposition from some of the powers that were in situ at the time. She was personally subjected to the most awful strains, personally, in her marriage, in her family life. The sacrifices she has made to be our queen have been tremendous, but I think most people now appreciate them and understand that she made them because she felt it was her duty, and she did it willingly, even if it often came at a high price personally. Which is not to say that she isn't fun-loving and that she hasn't had a very good time of it as well, because she has a wonderful sense of humour. She is very on the ball, even at 95, coming up for 96. She is astute, she is sharper than two pins and quicker than a cricket ball hurtling across the pitch from an ace bowler. I know that because I have interacted with her personally, where I saw how tremendously quick-witted she is, and she truly is very quick-witted. The Isle of Man have done an issue of 8 stamps, and I would like to show them to you because they did me the great honour of having me do the wording for the pictures. So these are the pictures of the stamps. And as you can see, the certificate of authenticity says, "We confirm that this God Save Our Gracious Queen special cover has been hand-signed by Lady Colin Campbell. This cover is limited to just 250 units worldwide and has been approved by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Issue date 6th February 2022. My signature and these wonderful pictures of the Queen, which touch upon different periods of her reign and are plucked out of the national anthem. So if I may, I will show them to you very quickly. This is a bigger board of them. Each of them comes in its own set. Either you can buy the limited edition of 250, or you can just get the singular sets. Here they are. And now I will show you the stamps themselves. Wasn't she gorgeous and so glamorous? I mean, look at her. This is the 25-year-old Elizabeth II. Just wonderful, and what a figure. This is the Queen on her way to be crowned. Marvellous, no? So it starts off with God save our gracious Queen, then long live our noble Queen, and she really is noble. Then another one, God save the Queen, the young Queen Elizabeth II, dressed down, country living. Then another one, the Queen, send her victorious. It's the Queen trooping the colour on Burmese, which was her favourite horse. She trooped the colour every year on Burmese. And there she is in a pose that typifies not only the glamour and the pageantry and the beauty and the tradition and the splendour and the colourfulness of the monarchy, but also what an exemplar she has been of happy devotion. This is another one, happy and glorious. The Queen, as most of us now remember her. I mean, I remember her when she was younger, and here she is, and of course we all remember her now. And may she defend our laws, because let's not forget, one of the most important constitutional obligations of the Queen is to defend our laws. That is something that she is absolutely required to do, and does with great dedication and commitment. Having a constitutional monarch means that our laws are not subject to abuse from the head of state, who cautions wherever possible and wherever necessary. I'm sure she's done an awful lot of cautioning in her life, but we won't go there because this is celebratory. This is long to reign over us, and there is the Queen on one of her many appearances on Remembrance Day, celebrating the sacrifices made for our freedoms by previous generations. And last but not least, another God Save the Queen as she now is. Wonderful, aren't they? And what can I say? I'm sure you will all join me in celebrating this momentous day. And may I suggest, if you are so inclined, writing to Buckingham Palace and show your appreciation of the 70 years that she has dedicated to our welfare. Believe it or not, you will receive a reply, and she will hear of your letter, and she will appreciate this. I know this to be a fact. Aren't we lucky to have such a wonderful monarch? Hopefully, she will be with us for many more years. Thank you so much for listening. God bless and goodbye.